up, dude?
Start it back. So yeah, tell me about ViaShield. Pitch to me.
All right, yeah. So just for context, I'm building a startup, and I'll give you a little pitch. My name's Pedro. I have a Brazilian-derived name. I was born and raised in Brazil, São Paulo specifically, and it's a dangerous spot, man. Like Latin America is very, very dangerous, and there's a huge safety issue right now because if I were to go from like my house to like the nearest McDonald's, Apple Maps, Google Maps, like Waze will send me straight through the most dangerous like neighborhood, like street route possible, just because it's like the fastest, right? And I've noticed that this is an issue for a lot of people in Brazil. There's like 400,000 gig drivers in Brazil. Over 60% have been robbed in gig drivers, like delivery, Uber,
okay.
etc.
Yeah.
But over 60% have been robbed in traffic, which is ridiculous. So what we're trying to address is we're trying to get like the most live possible feed of data, very fresh data, to be able to give our users some context as to what's a little bit more dangerous at this time of the day, like in this day specifically, so you can possibly take a safer route.
That's
Makes
great.
sense.
Yeah, that's funny because this reminded me of a story of when I traveled to Costa Rica once, and I think Google Maps, they did really good in countries like the U.S. because the U.S. map system is like so well designed where it's like there's only a few interstates, only a few local roads. Like it's not. I mean, sometimes I guess it could take you through the hood in like New York or some shit, but I mean, relatively like, you kind of have an idea of the map. But I think in other countries it's not as like well organized. I think travel.
No, definitely not. São Paulo's a mess. I'll tell you that. Like where I grew up, if you go from any spot, like you're gonna take a lot of loops. Like nothing is as well planned as like the U.S., parts of Europe, China. Otherwise, everything else is like a mess.
Yeah. Sorry, it wasn't Costa Rica. It was Jamaica. But we went to Jamaica. It's not. It's in Latin America, right? Is it?
Which one? Jamaica?
It's like in the Caribbean more.
No, but it's like Caribbean.
Because like we were staying at a resort, and I was like trying to find. I was pretty young, but I was like trying to find somewhere for us to go, and I found this like plantation thing we can go to.
Yeah.
So we throw it in Google Maps. It says it's like 30 minutes away, and we just like zoom. Google Maps probably knows what it's doing, and it takes us like through this route, and we go off the highway onto this local road.
Yeah.
It says we're 20 minutes away. And we're driving for like 2 hours down the most like
ridiculous.
Narrow road. It's like a sidewalk, and we just keep going and keep going, thinking we're about to get there. Yeah. And it just keeps getting worse and worse. There's like potholes in the road. There's like villagers walking by, and I'm like,
dangerous.
And people just like turn our head to see like these like 4 Indian people, just like rental car driving through like the hood of Jamaica. So it was like. Funny. And then when we get there, there's like a whole other story for that. I don't want to get too deep into that. But
no, I had a very similar story this winter break actually. In Brazil, we went up to this like state way up north called Recife. And yeah, like we went there, and Google Maps, like we thought we were naive. Like, oh, Google Maps definitely, Brazil's a big country. Like, we'll be able to get to the beach in no time. It sends us through the most dangerous neighborhood. Like, genuinely, someone tried to stop and rob us, but my dad kept driving because he's like experienced, has been in São Paulo for decades. But it's like ridiculous.
Some people would fall for that.
Yeah, I'm actually not too sure if the person was trying to rob us, but like definitely something like sketch happened that like we had to drive away. but yeah, that's crazy. A big issue.
So, is your product consumer facing, or are you collecting the data, selling to companies, Google Maps? And if it is consumer facing, do they use your app in replacement to other Maps tools, or is it like in tandem with it?
I mean, we're doing a very consumer facing route right now because ultimately, like we are trying to serve people in Latin America, even parts of the U.S. right now, and a lot of the app consists of like giving incident reports and kind of building a community that like serves as like on-ground reporters for crime. And with the navigation system being like built on this like consumer layer, maybe I do see a future where we sell like our API or like usages for our API to like logistics companies, insurance companies, like really whoever would be interested. But yeah, we're definitely going the consumer route right now. Definitely some feasibility there.
Okay, that's great. Can you walk me through like the user's experience on your platform? Like, is it an iPhone app?
Yeah, I can definitely tell you what we have right now.
If there's anything online, we can pull it up as well.
Yeah, because yes, there is. There's a wait list.
Okay, I'll sign up.
Yeah, thank you.
I really like the idea.
But yeah, we have our API almost fully built out. The way the app works is it's gonna look like Waze, Google Maps, any map app. You type in a destination. But we're also going to do incident reporting, and users can like tell us if they saw a crime, saw something sketchy happen, and people can upvote on it, or people can like also agree or show like, hey, I've also seen something. And I think this is very helpful for like shootings, because when there was like that Bloomfield Hills shooting in Michigan,
What was that?
like
I heard about
this
this.
month,
Okay.
like this month, yeah. Google Maps sent us straight through the site of the shooting when it was happening, like there it was going
While
to,
it was happening?
while it was happening. So I feel like a huge issue right now, at least for Latin America, is like we need context-aware routing for like wherever you're trying to go. Because if there's some shooting or some like any incident happening, I want users to be able to say like there's something going on here, so other users don't have to go through it. We're also going to look at like social media, the news, like crime reports, etc., like to make sure that there's like an actual like anomaly going on there. But yeah, that's kind of like the vision I see.
Wow.
And kind of like what inspired me as well.
That's great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you came up with this, you started working on this like 3 weeks ago, and you applied to this accelerator program
Yeah.
with just the idea. You got in.
Yeah.
You're applying for a seed round now. So can you talk me through like the origin story, where this came from, how you built, like, got your team together, and like
Yeah.
how far you got in like the month of March, like just starting? It's pretty insane.
So I can tell you the origin. The origin story is like, bro, I grew up in Brazil. I've been mugged in traffic. I've been kidnapped. It's crazy out there. And what do I have to do to mitigate like being robbed in the street? I need to have a mental map of São Paulo fully memorized. I need to have armored cars. I need to hire drivers. And I can't even use Uber anymore. I use a new app called Rhino, which is like armored cars. Like Uber, but armored cars.
What is this? I don't know.
It's called Rhino.
That's so sick.
And it's like Uber is losing market share because it's so like
Yeah,
they're
let's
so
start
dangerous.
screen
People are
recording
getting
real quick.
armored cars for rideshare.
That's sick. I'm gonna start a screen recording so they can see it too. One sec.
Yeah.
Okay, bet. It's called Rhino.
Yep, Rhino. Rhino app São Paulo.
Rhino what?
Rhino and then do SAO.
SAO.
Then that one, right?
Oh, Sao Paulo. Okay, so this is like local to Brazil, or
Local to Brazil, Rhino.
okay, so this one.
Uh-huh.
Oh, sick. So this is like more like luxury or like safety kind of focused. Is it like a higher price?
A little bit. But like not enough.
Armored car. Well, what vehicle is that? You know?
Sorry.
Do you know what vehicle they use?
Any car that's like armored, usually SUVs.
That's so sick.
It's nice. It's
Yeah.
nice. It's a little bit more expensive, but
Yeah.
I'm willing to do that trade-off to be safer, dude.
I think so, especially somewhere like.
I'd
Sao
rather
Paulo.
get to my place with my phone on me and my wallet on me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, dude. So, origin story. Like this is an issue all the time. Like every time I ever want to go somewhere, like go to the mall, I like vividly remember my mom going like, "Pedro, watch out! There was a shooting there. I saw it in the news today," or "There was like a shooting here." And like we can't use the phones in the car anymore because people are just gonna go and rob them. Like everything is very, very, very dangerous, and it's only getting more dangerous. So yeah, I was very compelled by this idea, and my co-founder is from Mexico, and exact same issue. He goes to Michigan as well, and exact same issue. And we kind of like we're talking about this idea for like a prolonged period of time, for like almost a year, just talking about the idea, kind of not working on it, but trying to see what's out there. Just for our own use case. We quickly realized like there's nothing as context aware, live, fresh for Latin America, or even the US. So let's build it. Let's do it. We're students. This is the best time ever. We can do things in 3 months, in 2 weeks now with like AI. So yeah, we applied to this accelerator.
Which one?
It's called SHIP.
Ship. Is this like Michigan based or?
No,
is it, like,
no.
national?
It is actually the first ever cohort they did this.
Oh, this is the first one. It's called
Yeah,
Ship
it's
what?
SHIP with one instead of the I.
With a one,
Uh-huh.
like that. It's 5-week intensive startup accelerator. That's so sick. So you're in this right now, or is it
Yeah.
gonna be the summer?
Sorry?
Are you in it right now, or is it
Right
gonna be
now,
the summer?
literally
Okay.
right now. So
Dude,
that's
that's
why
so
we've been
cool.
working so
I just
quick.
found out
Why we
about
have
this.
like our landing page, and it's cool because in the larger ecosystem, we like talk to companies like Anthropic, WAP, Entrepreneurs First,
That's so
Techstars.
cool.
It's awesome. In
This
fact,
is the first cohort.
the very first cohort.
This is so cool.
It was awesome, and I got to talk to people like the guy who was like created IGN. I got to talk to guys in venture capital with like logistics companies that are like kind of like hooking me up with like demos. But it was definitely a great help because it
Are
brought.
you still a student right now then?
I'm
Or-
still a student.
Okay. Do you manage both? Is it a lot of work?
No,
That's good.
no, because, bro, like when I came into college, I knew that like the sole purpose of me being here was like number one, meet people, number two, equip myself with the job. Like I had no interest whatsoever in anything else because I knew that I learned stuff better outside of class by doing. And yeah, got my offer, freed up time to work on this and started. But yeah, definitely not hard to manage being a student. Like I study IOE and IOE is like a little bit easier. Still a CS minor, but like I make it work.
That's good.
Yeah. But where was I? Yeah, the Accelerator definitely helped. And then we started doing some validation across San Francisco.
Do you have funding yet then, or does Accelerator give you funding by default when you get in?
They give us equipment and tooling.
Okay, so is it non-dilutive then right now, or?
They don't give funding.
Okay.
But they give us equipment and tooling. Like their partnerships with Anthropic, for example. Like Anthropic sent us some money. Like we got some money from AWS as well. But yeah, that being said, I'm not sure if we want to raise because we've been doing very well just building as is right now. We have a lot of money in equipment and tooling. And yeah, it's definitely up for discussion, but if we would be open to raise, we would definitely be in search for a VC or an angel that could help us with their ecosystem. Like they know logistics companies or they know people in that space. And by us becoming a part of their ecosystem, that'll benefit us as well. If that makes sense.
I feel like with a platform you're building, or most software platforms these days, you don't really need a crazy amount of funding to make it work. I guess
not at all. Software is very scalable.
Very.
Extremely scalable.
And I think the only thing funding gives you is signal, really more than anything, or connections, I guess, to that ecosystem. But I guess that's something I've always thought about, because like we applied to YC for fun, honestly. We just started working the idea with the application was due, fuck it. But I guess that's a question we think about a lot, is like how much of our resources do we want to devote to applying to programs like this, fundraising, or should we just put all of it into getting users first, building products? So
yeah, I mean, high key, we just have a guy who's like, whole job is like that stuff.
So how many co-founders do you have?
I have one co-founder.
Okay. So is that what he handles?
Sorry?
Is that what he handles? Or do you have team members?
We have team members, but the co-founder handles like, he worked in investment banking and he worked in LATAM research, emerging markets research. Like his background very closely aligns with what we're doing with. So his whole expertise in the job is finding out how to finding out about partnerships, acquisitions, compliance, incorporation, like validation, everything that's like not building the product. It's been a huge help. We've been able to validate a lot of like different ICPs in different cities. We've been able to incorporate very quickly. Like just in 3 weeks, we're at a very good spot, and we're like experiencing growth on LinkedIn right now, which is awesome.
I saw that. That's great.
Yeah.
Do you have anything on market yet, product wise?
No.
Okay. What is your timeline for that?
I hope to get it out in the next couple of weeks. Honestly,
that's great.
I'm working a lot.
I can tell.
I was working this morning and last night. I'm gonna probably work.
You're probably working right now when I went to the bathroom.
Yeah, when you went to the bathroom, I was working on it.
Yeah.
So, we're trying to get this API, like this data layer first, build the app, wrap it on top of it, and see where it goes from there. But I want to get this in someone's hands as soon as possible because I know this is like a desperate issue for people, like for gig drivers, for like people like expats and people who work in American companies coming to Brazil or Latin America, girls going out, inexperienced tourists, people going abroad, high net worth families. Like I can name you ICP after ICP after ICP because this is an issue for genuinely everyone.
Yeah.
Like everyone. I just want someone to like use this app and prevent a crime from happening. Like that's my dream scenario.
Another thing I remember, like a story that comes to mind, is like we were driving from Jersey to like up north from like Connecticut or something, and we were driving like past New York, and then like we want to stop for breakfast. So my dad, like I was pretty young at the time, so my dad's like, yo, he was driving, so he's like, find a breakfast spot. So just go to Google Maps and put whatever comes up, like a while out. And it takes us right into like the Bronx or like the hood of the Bronx or somewhere.
Yeah.
My dad's like, why the fuck do you take us here?
Oh my
But it's like, it's not context aware at all.
It's ridiculous.
You know?
No, it's not. And we're doing a lot of work. Like obviously can't say much, but we're doing a lot of work to make sure that this API is the most context aware, like live, fresh way to see what's happening and route you around the danger. Like we're trying very hard. So
that's great.
Yeah, we definitely hope to be a useful tool for people.
That's great. So if you're getting this product released soon, hopefully within the next few weeks, have you thought about like your plan or for go to market or your first few users? How you want to target them? And
we've been going to market. That's not my domain. We have I think we have 3 people on that right now. But I think there's a huge need for gig drivers right now because these people constantly have to go to new places to deliver food, to drop people off. So I hope to serve like immediately after launch, delivery drivers and gig drivers, because there was a study that came out. It was very interesting. Like, they are the primary target for people who steal phones right now in São Paulo.
Steal phones.
Yeah.
And what makes them the primary target?
Because they're going to new places all the time. So it's kind of like inevitable that you're gonna be routed to some bad area because you don't have a mental map of this whole city of São Paulo. It's huge. It's a huge city. Second, you don't have armored cars as a gig driver. Armored cars is a privilege. It's a luxury that like I was able to have one in São Paulo because they're expensive, man. They're super expensive. And third, like everybody knows that they have phones and like other prized possessions inside the car, like food, like people in the ride share. But yeah, very interesting article that came out, and I hope to serve those people first. After that, let's see who else can really like find a need for this. But we're also gonna launch in San Francisco. Yeah, which is cool. Maybe San Francisco.
It's always a good place to do it.
Yeah, I mean the Tenderloin's like very dangerous. But it's less about like what neighborhood's bad and much more about like events and like avoiding like areas you don't want to go down. Even if there's like not exactly like crime reported there, you care as a pedestrian at least like the lighting level. You care about like what's on the street and how safe, like how it makes you feel safe, how vulnerable you get. So yeah, we're gonna experiment with some San Francisco like run clubs, pedestrians. San Francisco is very walkable, so I think it'll be like a pedestrian release there.
In a perfect world, would you ideally want to coexist with existing platforms and be like the platform that you people use if they have to be traveling, going somewhere new, but they still typically use Google Maps, or do you want to be Google Maps level scale and basically be that level, be the new platform people use for navigation?
Yeah. It's a hard question to answer because like ultimately in a perfect world my goal is everybody feels safe. Like everybody has some tool on their phone, doesn't have to be us, where they are in São Paulo or like they're traveling and like across the world, maybe in Europe at this point, and they can go to the best route possible with all the technology we're using. And if that means partnering with Google, if that means partnering with other companies, if that means being the biggest app, like whatever it is, completely down to do it. So yeah, that's kind of like the vision I see. And we definitely have like a lot of expansion plans and like hypotheses, but we're trying to get past this rough start, like this building grind stage.
So with this team you have, as like founding team members, I guess, not co-founders, do you give them equity? Or
actually no, we have a LATAM based team. Like everybody's like American/Latino. Like I'm Brazilian, he's Mexican, and then we have like two kids who are like Cuban Mexican, and everybody knows about the issue. Like if you talk to any like Latino, like everybody knows about the safety issue in Latin America. Like it's bad. So they did it for the love of the game. They did it because they know it's an issue and they want to become part of a project that's going to help their families.
So does it for free?
It's noble. They did it for free, but it's noble.
Okay, and I guess as you scale and if you have revenue, that
if we raise, we pay employees just like whatever the other businesses are doing.
Yeah, that's good. I'm glad you have that. Yeah, that's something we try to keep our team lean because we don't want to dilute ourselves too early. We don't need people. Of course. So we're trying to do what we can, the two of us. But I'm always curious how people are approaching that problem. So
yeah, of course. I mean, bro, I'm sure there's ways to get unpaid interns if you really need. I think it's kind of like...
I don't think we need it right now, probably. Yeah, but it's good to keep that in mind, though, I guess.
Yeah, like even in Michigan school, like people will work unpaid just to be part of a cool project. Like I worked as an unpaid intern before. Mm-hmm. Like it sucks. I did it twice actually, or no, 3 times. 3 times I worked as an unpaid intern, but it was cool projects and I learned a lot. So. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, people want experience in general, especially freshmen.
Yeah, freshmen. Like if I would die for an unpaid internship as a freshman, especially in this job market. Like
especially at a startup that's like doing decently well or like promising.
I agree.
A lot of freshmen want that.
Yeah, that's true.
Can you tell me the story of the time you got kidnapped?
Yeah, I mean I can tell you one story. So, the houses in Brazil, like São Paulo, are like usually like fortresses. There's like gates and stuff, right? And like one day, some guy goes on the intercom, like presses the button to like ring up the house. He goes, "I'm here for the baby. I have a court order." like a court order, like a
The
fake
baby?
court order. The baby couldn't
That's all
even
he
say my
said?
name. It's ridiculous.
How old were you?
I don't remember this. I was like 3, 2.
Oh.
Yeah, but
So you were told this later.
I was told this much later.
Oh
So
my
and
God.
you can imagine my reaction. But anyway, like the babysitter was the only person in the house. My parents were gone. Like my mom, my dad was not home, and my brothers were in school and everything. So babysitter like rings up the intercom and says, "Oh, you're here for the baby hour quarter? Okay, yeah, sure. Let me hand him over." She opens the gate and grabs me, and she literally hands me over to the guy.
Is she retarded?
Yeah, dude. As soon as she like grabs me, she books it. Or sorry, the guy starts booking it. He starts like running away with me. Like,
What the
what
fuck?
did you think was gonna happen? But
Oh my
like,
God.
thank God. As he was running a couple blocks down, my dad and his like driver were going down the street. And they saw.
Oh my God.
They
So I
saw
got
everything
running
going
with
right, like all the commotion. And altercation happened, but like I was returned safely. But crazy, right? Like that's
What
the
the
story as
hell?
far as I know. But
You could have. That's you. Like 99% chance you wouldn't be here today.
yeah, like
Insanity.
it's insane. It's insane. And then there was like another story where like we almost got kidnapped. There was a group of criminals sending letters to my parents saying like, we know where your kids go to school, everything. Thank goodness like they just gave up on it because apparently like I think they just gave up on it. The police were doing like a crackdown on these groups, but that never became like an issue. But yeah.
Insane. So this might be like a stupid question, but as someone who knows nothing about like crime in these countries,
Right.
like my question is like, why is it so bad over there? Like, what's the deal?
Economic crisis.
Can you tell me more about the history about this?
Nobody's just a criminal, like, because you were born like it, you know? Very rare that happens. It's because people are in poverty. They're in desperate situations. Brazil is like a collectivist country. It's like it does not represent the values that the U.S. has.
What is collectivist?
Collectivism, it is not like a pro-capitalist, extremely pro-capitalist, pro-business country. And Brazil has a very muddied history of economic history. So yeah, a lot of years of like, there was actually a point where like the military took over the Brazilian government and they banned exports and imports. They banned imports from other countries.
What year was this?
In the 60s,
Wow,
50s, 40s,
pretty
I don't know, like one of the, like 1900s. Mid-1900s, I'm guessing. But, like, my grandpa had to work on, like, recreating the computer when it was created, like, 10 years ago in the U.S. because, like, Brazil is very adamant at that time of just, like, not bringing in foreign imports. And then Brazil, like, just like every other country, like, has a very strong pendulum and became very socialist, and then for a minute was, like, a little bit more pro-business. But it's just a very, very rough economic history. And now there's a lot of groups that are marginalized and a lot of people that were driven into impoverished conditions and forced into crime, which I think is horrible, but that's just the truth. And I think criminals suck. It's horrible. Crime is horrible. But I'd also be lying if I just said crime just spawned in out of nowhere. Like, it's just people were born in poor conditions. In Brazil, there's no mobility. Like, if you were born in the U.S. as, like, a poor person, like, you could work your way up. Like, in the capitalist system, like, you can go to community college, you can seek higher education, you can get vocational jobs, you can do whatever you want, like, whatever you can, but you can get out of a very bad situation. It doesn't exist in Brazil because the public schooling is horrible. People are stuck on welfare. Everybody's getting taxed, and it's just horrible. Like, every year I come back, like, things are worse. The Brazilian real, which is like real, I guess, is losing a lot of value.
What's that? Is it the
Like
currency?
$1, yeah, like $1 is like 6 reais, I think. So, yeah, definitely not good. But
God.
that's what happens, man.
You still have family over there?
All of my family.
Parents
My
too?
entire family. But the only people who are in the U.S. is me and my brothers and my dad and mom.
Wow.
But, like, everybody else is in Brazil. So we go there very often, like twice a year, once a year. Always there for, like, an extended period of time. So, yeah, I definitely feel very connected to the area, you know?
Wow.
But, yeah.
God, is there any path forward, you think, like improvement-wise?
I hope so. But I'm focused on making people feel safer. I'm not really here to get into politics, and I'm not trying to become a political figure in Brazil. I'm just simple, and again, like this app is also like going to be in San Francisco, etc. But like we're in Brazil right now, just from like my own
It's
interests,
close to your heart,
and like
man.
right. But I just want people to feel safer everywhere, and like whether it be San Francisco, Brazil, or Mexico, or wherever, I want people to take safer routes and feel safer. That's simply my goal at the end of the day.
Are we allowed to talk about like the building process of this and like how you're building it, or you
Like a
wanna
little
keep
bit,
that
yeah.
secret? Because
Like a
I
little
guess
bit.
my biggest question is like, you don't only want to optimize for safety because you also have to optimize for time, and there's like so many factors that Google Maps takes into
Right, of
consideration,
course.
right? So, I guess the architecture you're building is like a weighted system where you're like taking a bunch of inputs and trying to calculate.
Yeah, I mean, it just mimics like intuitively how we approach this decision. Like if like you're a human and there's like 3 paths in front of you, and one's very well lit, a little bit longer. This one's like very fast but like super shady, and this one is like slightly less fast, a little bit more like, you know, like well lit and everything. You like intuitively you would either pick option A or the option, or like the well lit option or the slightly less well lit option. But we just try to mimic like how we as humans decisions try to gauge what our users want. If our users want to go the fastest route, that's okay, you know.
Has any part of this build process been like especially challenging, either on the back end side or like what's the hardest part about this?
Bro, everything.
I can imagine. This shit's probably so
everything.
Annoying.
Everything.
I feel like
is
any
really
weighted
hard.
system is annoying because you're constantly playing around with numbers.
I'll tell you, like, because there is one thing that's like public and will forever be public about our app. We take government data. We take crime reports because that is extremely important. Like, you want to know how dangerous a spot is. Like, whether it's like SF or São Paulo, like, you want to know how dangerous the city really is. So
Are there reliable APIs that kind of give you everything you need, or you're playing?
no, not at all. That was the freaking, like most annoying part at the start, because we were like, oh, let's just get started by simply getting government crime data. Let's just like, that is the most bare bones we can get. Let's just get government crime data and try to like make an algorithm around that. Just that took us so long because Brazil is horrible at reporting crime data. They don't have an API. They do a big spreadsheet that they drop every month, and they're like, oh, this is what our cops, listed down for the past month. Here it is, each month. It's a mess because if you look at the past 4 years, each year is formatted differently.
Of course.
Like, what the hell? And then there's no API, so we had to make our own data scraper that goes there and like pulls it out and puts it in our app. And then San Francisco was a little bit easier. The U.S. is very organized. There's like open data portals and APIs, whatever. But yeah, like, that was like rough at the start, and then everything else just became rough for its own reason. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I can only imagine because every country itself is probably different and different standards, and I don't know where you're scraping this data from, but normalizing that's probably like
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
That's
Are you starting with the U.S. release then, or like have you been able to solve most of those problems in like a country like Brazil?
So by the time we launch our most bare bones MVP, we'll have one for the entire state of São Paulo.
Okay.
Like the entire state.
So does São Paulo release like live data, or like anywhere you can find that, or I guess news articles you scrape from, or?
We do a lot of different stuff to get the most live possible data, but there is no centralized source to get live crime data in São Paulo. There just is none. And especially in the context of our app, there is none. So we had to do a lot for that.
I'll sign up for the waitlist, but let me know because I want to just experience this.
Yeah, that's
see what you guys have been able to do.
I mean,
it's really impressive stuff, man.
I mean, because we're going very quickly, but I think like in the next couple weeks where we just have to get something out, like a very bare bones MVP, it's probably going to be like not the most delightful user interface. But it'll be San Francisco and the entire state of São Paulo. And then from there, in our board of advisors, we're going to have some people who are very experienced with like security and crime and who study crime. So we might open something for Detroit right next to us, or we might open something for where I'm from, Miami, or other states in Brazil, maybe probably Mexico City. But each spot has its own like demands. Mexico City is very transportation based. New York City is very public transportation based. San Francisco is very walkable. São Paulo is like you're driving a lot. So we're being very, very careful, very precise with each city we launch in, and that's why we just don't release an app that works everywhere in the world yet.
Yeah, I mean, it's one step at a time.
Yeah, we definitely want to be very precise and meticulous. So everybody who hops on has something that has been specifically tailored for their location.
First impressions are everything, Like,
yeah.
they fuck up a little bit and they just get...
Yeah, I wouldn't use an app that sent me a dangerous route. Bro, imagine you download an app whose whole value proposition is we take you to the safer spot, and you go and it's like Ann Arbor and it sends you like to like some place that like a crime is actively happening,
it's like, I'll delete this app.
or it's just like a really rumbly like horrible road full of potholes. Like I would uninstall the app and like give it a 1 star in the app store.
That's the hardest part. Like, you gotta start so niche and like make it perfect for that small group.
Yeah, so we're trying very hard.
Yeah.
We definitely are. But yeah.
That's good, man. This is great. Are you working on this full time this summer, or what's your plan?
No.
So you have your private equity thing, right?
No. Actually, this summer I'm doing product management.
Pardon me, I messed it up. Right?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
This is just something I'm building right now, and I think over the summer I'll probably be a little bit more locked into my job. But all this stuff is like I just started working on this, so I have no like way of telling. Like
So you kinda go
if my job allows me to work on this part time, or like after the job, like I can work on this a little bit, that'd be awesome. If the job makes it so I can only be focused on product management at that job, then that's okay. I can put a hiatus on this.
Okay.
Because I have a team of people, so I can go 10 weeks without working on it because we have a lot more people to fill in for me for that time being. But yeah.
I'm sure you've thought about your future, but I guess there's probably multiple routes you're looking at, like potential futures.
Yeah.
So have you kind of thought about where you're leaning toward, where like what your perfect life looks like career-wise, and
Damn,
like,
bro,
how big is startups for you?
Yeah.
How big is like a normal career path for you? Is it like you have to do one or the other, or it's like you don't mind either way?
I've never given like a set answer to that question because it's like we're all exploring, all of us. I've seen people pivot like with like, bro, my own cousin was like a lawyer and pivoted to become like a coffee farmer at like the age of like 25. So I have no clue. But I spent a lot of time like trying to work on that question. In fact, my first year, I started a podcast, just like you.
Was this first year of college?
College, yeah.
Okay, wow. Yeah.
Because I knew I liked tech.
Is it still up there?
Indisputable is like, yes, it is. It's embarrassing though.
That's fine.
But like I can ask you.
Yeah. What's it called?
Or just search up Pedro Almeida.xyz.
Pedro what?
ALMEIDA.
ALM?
ALMEIDA.
EIDA.
.xyz.
Oh, it's like a website?
Yeah. Our episodes got taken down, so I had to re-upload. So I only have like 4 up.
Okay, so this is like a website.
Go down in projects a little bit. Or like no, I mean up there. Go to projects.
Yeah.
And then click the arrows. Like just scroll it.
Oh, here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like, see how they. Yeah, right there. Wait, nope. Dude, wait, scroll a little bit to the right.
Yeah.
A little bit. There we go.
My fault.
Very good.
Okay.
Click view episodes.
Yeah. You got taken down, you said?
Yeah, a lot of them.
Where'd you upload
a lot of
these
them
to?
are being re-uploaded. I had to put it unlisted in my YouTube channel. But
That's so
how
weird.
about?
Why would they get taken down?
Dude, I have no clue. Yeah, click that one. That one's
That
a
scares
cool
me,
guy.
bro.
That's a Brazilian, actually.
I think you showed me this. Yeah.
And yeah, this guy was like a YC like
that's
founder
like-
doing really well.
You
in
just like
crypto
match reach
space.
out to people on LinkedIn, or?
Yeah.
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 That's great.
But anywho, like, no, that's not even like my actual like YouTube account. Like,
Yeah, I'm sure. That's fine.
Dude, it's crazy.
I'm so done. Yeah. All good.
Yeah. But anywho, I did this podcast so I myself and like students in my position can like figure out what we want to do after college. And I figured out that indisputable, I love tech. I'm exploring product management. I'm also exploring startups, but I love startups and I love high growth companies. And I'm doing exactly that summer, and I mean, we'll see, man. I just want to leave an impact.
That's a good place to be.
Yeah.
Because I feel like me personally, like, I'm kind of same where I'm open to things, but I'm literally like leaning very heavily in one direction now.
Yeah.
So, and I feel like I have a lot of clarity in terms of what I want now, more than ever like in this year. I'd say that from the beginning of this year. So
Yeah.
I am kind of like optimizing my life around that, and I guess that means some sacrifices, but I'm kind of just like not overthinking the future and just kind of taking it one step at a time. Like, what's the best thing to do now?
Because there's no point in tweaking. Like, realistically, you have no clue where you're going to be in, like, 5 years. At any point in your life, you don't know what's going to happen in, like, 5 or 10 years. Like, just be ready for opportunities, work hard, and be like exhibit high agency, high initiative. Like that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Like work hard, meet people, be ready to take opportunities. But yeah.
Is this your first time working on a startup?
Nah, I worked on a startup before, or 2 startups before.
Tell me.
I was an intern. I was a supply chain intern, like high school, for this like robotics manufacturing firm. Cool space, but definitely not for me. And then
Why was it not for you?
Cause
Too hardware heavy, or?
I don't know. I didn't really like it. I liked building things and seeing a tangible result to like whatever I did. So like when I code, I can see like firsthand something I made. When I'm doing supply chain management, bro, like forget it.
Yeah.
And then I worked at a fintech startup, and I mean they pivoted since then, but at the time, sorry,
What are they called?
Ren Asset Management,
Okay.
and at the time they were like a quant firm, and they did like algorithmic trading, where anybody could really like invest in algorithmic trading. It was like open source quant trading, and it was a really cool experience. I was like a product manager type role, and yeah, that one was, I learned a lot. Then I did like bigger companies. I worked with like much bigger teams. I'm about to work with like a huge company this summer, and I mean, yeah, we'll see like what happens.
Yeah, dude, that's exciting, bro. Yeah. So with ViaShield, so if you're planning, so with the, I guess you don't know like where it will take you and stuff, but if it goes really well, like let's say in the next 2 weeks you get it released, depending on what you're able to do this summer.
Mm-hmm.
You know, even if it's part time, if it's doing really well, and it's giving a lot of signal. Have you thought about what you do next year with like balancing school and this? If it's like really,
I mean, I absolutely prioritize this over everything.
Yeah.
Absolutely, like
How would you approach
I
that?
want to see me help people. You know, I want to see this help people. But yeah, I'll absolutely prioritize this without a doubt in my mind. But yeah.
Would you take like a gap semester if you needed? Like, how does that even work?
I don't even think I need to.
Yeah.
Like, but if I mean, yeah, I just don't think that I would need to. Like, my classes are balanceable with the work, and like I'm not really.
What's your
doing
major
too
again?
much. I'm industrial engineering.
Okay, yeah, you told
computer
me.
science minor.
Yeah.
Or I guess computer science double major right now. But
Oh, you're trying double major?
I'm a double major right now.
You declared?
Yeah.
It's a lot of work.
But I'm thinking of dropping to a minor.
What class have you
depends.
taken in CS so far?
Like I still have to take 281.
Okay.
So yeah, but I mean, I'm probably gonna do a CS minor. I don't know. I'll see.
Yeah.
No clue.
Let life take you wherever it needs to.
Yeah, exactly. That's true.
Okay. Let's talk about like your experience playing around with the coding tools, and like you were talking about the workflow you had before, where you're using Cursor, Cloud Code, and Parallel.
Yeah.
So tell me about what you've messed around with, what you've observed, and what works the best for you.
I mean, when I first started vibe coding, I was just on like V0. This wasn't like startup. Like for the startup, I'd just run like MCP, like Cloud Code, if I need to. But yeah, like when I first started coding, I was like in middle school. Did Arduino. All my projects are up there online. It's like low-key embarrassing, but if you want to check it out.
Let's do it. Is that your website?
Yeah. Just search up.
Online?
No, that's right here. Search up online Pedro space Badelucci.
What's that?
That's my middle name.
Oh, for real? So search that up? Just like that?
Yeah, search up.
Okay.
And it'll be Wix. Yeah, the Wix website.
Oh, this is the classic middle school website. Everyone used to be able to expect it today.
Like, actually, not. Go back. I actually have something worse to show you. Wait, scroll down.
Well, yeah. Is that you?
Wait, yeah, that is me. Scroll down.
Getting lit in Miami? Is that you?
Oh, that was me at a hackathon. Wait, all right. Just it'll take too long. Search up Instructables after.
I'm scared.
I used to make Arduino projects and like post it on this thing Instructables to do like competitions.
This is tough, bro.
Bro, I did this.
That's
when I was,
tough,
like,
bro. What the fuck?
So this is the first like Arduino project that was like fully by myself.
Dude, that's tough.
And it was Arduino RC car for the snow, and it'll like ski down with this like 3D printed ski.
Wow. It's funny because if you search my name up, you see all this crazy shit too from like middle school.
Yeah, it's like so crazy.
I'm all over the internet too.
Like I mean, we had an Android. We made an Android app for it, and like I created these schematics.
You know, coding was really fun back then.
It was fun
because you had to actually do shit yourself.
Yeah,
know?
and like I made that schematic myself, and like all of this is all me. Like I was having a lot of fun.
Like don't get me wrong, I love coding now as well because you can just do everything at a bigger scale and faster.
Yeah.
And there's still challenges you have to overcome. But there was a joy in like writing code and seeing it work.
Yeah.
And debugging it yourself. There is a joy in that.
Definitely.
And like hitting roadblocks.
100%.
That was never really experienced again. But I'm glad we both got to experience that because people are learning to code now. It's like so tempting to use AI. You're not going to develop the same like skill set.
But I do love the feeling of like creating something. So
fast.
maybe you know. So maybe.
Definitely. So there's benefits to both.
Yeah.
I really hope people can like focus in class and stuff and do it without AI because I think you kind of need that if you don't know how to code. You know.
Yeah. Wait, and then go to. Like the other one, Green Tat. That one was another fun one. It was just like a self-regulating greenhouse system where like it would automatically spray water and like keep the humidity in check.
This is so tough, bro. I like it. I was never into hardware stuff. I just never enjoyed it.
Yeah, I mean I was a computer engineer for a bit, but
yeah,
I mean it was cool.
I like this, dude. Yeah, if you search me up, it's like so much random shit. Like, let's see what comes up. Like obviously the podcast comes up, LinkedIn. There's like this website, this like article this my high school posted about this book I wrote. This is like so corny, bro. I wrote this shit.
Oh my goodness.
And then
you read that book or
no? I wrote it.
Oh, you wrote that book.
Yeah.
Wait, let me see.
Like I collab.
That's awesome, bro.
Yeah. Too much podcast stuff. My Instagram pops up too. That's kind of weird.
Mm-hmm.
This me. But like if you go in like archives and shit, there's like crazy kind of stuff. Like these are all the fucking podcasts. It's my wrestling stuff, I guess. And then like I was on a podcast, I think. Yeah. It's way back. But yeah, there's like usually stuff from like me in middle school that that's not coming up right now.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah, this shit. I won a poetry contest in like 3rd grade.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Yeah, I was Nathan. So the podcast stuff kind of took over.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyways, cool stuff.
Yeah, but
yeah.
Then like I don't know, did coding and now I vibe code, which is like, I mean I still code a lot for this app. I'm not gonna lie.
I think it's good to have both. You should understand.
I haven't reached a point where like, it's a context window issues and like, AI can't populate PRDs well.
PRD.
Product requirement stock. I don't know. I still find myself doing a lot of manual work.
I think it's fine. I think like there's like obviously
cool,
things like Cloud are insanely good at, and there's things that it's better to just do yourself.
Yeah.
And that workflow is better because the last thing I want to do is only prompting. Then it's kind of boring to begin with. And maybe it'll eventually reach a point where we can do that.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's efficient if you try to prompt everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Based on the current status of the tools, but
yeah.
But definitely, I upgraded to Claude recently because I used to use Cursor only for a while, and that was a big upgrade.
Yeah, Claude. I mean, Cursor does run off Claude though, no?
Yeah, but there's a different experience. I think like using Claude's like indexing whatever. Like they do a really good job.
I agree.
Because even I think Claude Code is better than like Opus 4.6 in Cursor.
Yeah, because the context it has. I agree.
And I think the way it builds the plan mode is much better. Mm-hmm. I like the back and forth they have where it conversates with you a little bit before it does something. Yeah. The interface, I like the terminal interface too. It feels a little bit more like I'm hacking into something.
Yeah, that's cool.
Just on a user-facing side.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude. So you were telling me you use Cursor and Claude and Cursor simultaneously. Tell me about that.
I mean, that's like not my primary workflow. I mean, that's just something I'm like experimenting with. But yeah, you just have like MCP run on Cursor's terminal, and kind of like Claude works as
so you open Claude in Cursor's terminal?
Okay. Yeah, or you can have Claude on the side, but like essentially like you have like Claude like overseeing what's happening, doing debugging, and like kind of serving as like a PM, like keeping everything in check. And Cursor just like executes code.
I might play around with that because I still have my Cursor subscription. I haven't canceled it yet.
Try it out. It worked very well for me when building other stuff, but like yeah, like definitely.
Can you tell me how it acts as a PM? Like you're prompting it to do stuff?
Well, you've fully contextualized this one chat on like what you're building. You give it PRDs. You give it like the vision, like product. Like when you make product decisions, they need to be relevant to like your business's needs, etc. Like you populate it with every single possible like piece of context, and even like the tools and API credits you have, and then it instructs Cursor to code step by
Can
step.
Claude write the prompt for cursor to? I mean, obviously you can copy paste it, but does it automatically send it or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How does it do that?
I have no clue.
Okay, there's
Look,
some
I have no
back-end
clue.
kind of setup thing. Okay.
But yeah, I have no clue.
That's a really cool
But,
setup.
Yeah, it is cool. You should definitely
I
try
might try it out because if I'm ever bored in the evening, like.
Especially in a startup, it helps because a lot of your product decisions are very relevant to like
Yeah.
actual deployment. So.
For me, like I typically have Xcode open in one tab, I have Claude Terminal open in another tab, and then I have Claude Online. So I like to brainstorm first a lot with Claude because usually Claude is my project context, like Claude.ai.
Yeah.
And then like I'll go to Claude Code when I need to implement big features, and I'll mess around with the plan. And go to Xcode, I need to debug myself and look through stuff because it's a iOS platform. So.
Yeah.
What's your tech stack by the way? Are you using Swift or?
No, we're not using
Web app
Swift.
or React?
Yeah,
Okay.
we're using a lot of Python, a lot of React framework. Didn't use Swift because a lot of our users are probably gonna be on Android.
Yeah.
Found.
Especially in that region, right, of the world.
Yeah, and also like, I found that Claude's MCP doesn't work that well for Swift.
Does it really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been using Swift because like for us, for like a health platform, it's just we need access to Apple's like ecosystem to access health data. Because like they have a CGM they wear that tracks your glucose data and very easily connects to your iPhone and saves it into your Apple Health app.
Yeah.
So for us, reading from Apple Health if we're in the ecosystem is so much easier.
Yeah. So you definitely have to use Swift.
So for us, we need to. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I used to code in Swift. It was fun. They had like a whole like Apple has like a whole like Swift playground.
I like how easy everything is integrated. So if like you want to access Apple's tool here, Apple's tool, they have a lot of built-in tools for developers that like. If you want to integrate messaging in your app or you want to integrate iCloud connection, it's so easy to set those things up.
Yeah.
So that's what I like about it. Because they build a really nice like developer ecosystem where it's like easy to do hard stuff sometimes. So
yeah.
Because I think Swift is the first language I learned back in like 6th grade.
Oh damn. Yeah.
I started with a very weird language.
It's the best language to learn.
Yeah.
Like wait, when did Swift start? Do you know?
They've been around for a while.
Yeah.
Because my dad used to mess around with it a while because he used to like building apps and that's why he taught it to me because he was like this is the future and I'm like what is this shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's awesome, dude.
Yeah, man.
Good for you.
When did you first start learning? You were Arduino, so a lot of like was it C++ and stuff or what Python?
I don't remember the first thing.
Well, more Python, right, for hardware. I don't know how. I'm not that much hardware.
No, it was C++ for Arduino. I think I do think like I first learned code through Arduino, like because of course everybody did like Scratch and like those little
I hated
block
Scratch.
codes, like
Scratch would
but you're not learning anything about code when you do those.
Yeah.
You're learning how to like
drag and drop.
create instructions. Like you're doing more like product management work in Scratch than you are.
It is
like,
good if you're young and you don't understand what a variable is. You know.
Yeah,
like, it is
like
a little conceptually if you really start like really behind.
But like very quickly I moved on to Arduino and like at this point it was like 6th grade.
Did you always like coding?
No, not at
all.
I always liked building stuff though. Like
that is true.
Because I'm not a coder. At the end of the day, I'm not a coder. Like that's not how I label myself. I label myself as like someone who like I guess it's kind of like corny to say, but like I like building stuff. Like I from a very young age, I liked seeing like things being made.
Was there a lot of Minecraft back in the day?
A lot of Minecraft.
That was my thing, bro. My fucking farms and shit. That's what I knew. This is my thing. You know.
Yeah. Like a lot of Minecraft. I did a lot of like problem solving sets and like. A lot of math.
Like I enjoyed calculus a lot.
Yeah. A lot of math, bro. The whole Kumon thing I like loved. But yeah, that's just kind of like natural transition into code. Now building this app, seeing how it goes. Low-key product manager at heart in terms of like skill set, I think. But yeah.
No, that's true. I think there's a big distinction between like the CS builders and the CS people. You know, because it's like. Usually the CS people are just like, that's all they kind of do. But then like people like you, I could tell there's like a whole different layer of like business and this like growth in general, not just code.
I really just see development as a means to get to like my product.
Yeah, but like, you probably enjoy the experience of coding there, right? Because I enjoy it a lot.
I enjoy seeing like the product in full, but like, again, I always have seen like the low-key I don't. I don't.
Okay, that's fair.
But like, I see it as a means to get to like my product.
That's fair.
I really like PM work. I've been having a lot of fun doing user interviews and like roadmaps and like all that stuff.
Because like I ideally like the CS stuff more, but like I like the networking side of things too. But I usually like to let my co-founder handle most of it, and I help out where I can.
Yeah, that's fair. It's cool.
But because I remember like my dad like forced me to learn this stuff. Middle school, I didn't like it until I remember freshman year of high school. I started to like it a little bit because I built this like project for my CS classes, and like I really got into it. I was like seeing the whole thing evolve, and I was like, that's when I really like felt the workflow of like working on something, building something, and seeing it come to life. It's like a rain catcher game. That's what the first time I found joy in it.
That's sick.
Then I started like being like, no, I don't fuck with this shit for like sophomore year, junior year, and then I did a junior year internship where I really like liked it a lot. Where like I built like this machine learning tool that would like clear like noisy data and like audio samples that were recorded in the ocean. And I thought that was so sick. That I was,
what
like,
did you? What ML model?
It was all in MATLAB, so it was like.
Did you use like gradient boost or?
It was like a lot of Fourier transform stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I mean, the project I was working on, like, this is like a research lab.
Yeah.
And they place hydrophones in the ocean that collect sounds and use that for research purposes. And I was working with a graduate student who's a diver as well, and he placed these microphones in the ocean for 6 months, took them out, and one of his audio files was corrupted because he placed it next to a plant that was rubbing against the.
Oh.
So the whole thing had this scratching noise in it. So like I had to figure out like how to build like a little like tool that could use like these like machine learning tools to like identify that pattern.
Oh,
cut it out.
wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So he's actually able to use the data.
That's awesome.
And like I was proud that I was actually able to lead the thing and build it myself. And that's when I was like, holy shit.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Like, seeing the real impact of that was like, oh wow. Like, oh, lucky because most high schoolers don't get to like work on a project like that.
No, not at all.
So I was like, damn, this is pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Bro, I was really grateful for that.
High-key, that's very cool. You said you used random forest for it?
That's Fourier transform.
Oh, okay.
It was like a little machine learning, a lot of like heuristic stuff as well. And
Yeah.
like coding in MATLAB.
Yeah.
But it was cool.
Yeah.
And that's when I started to like it a little bit again. And when I took my CS classes here, I was like more solidifying this is for me. And then this year, sophomore, I got into startups. And I'm like, this is definitely for me. So.
Yeah. Awesome. I mean, I feel like every school right now has like the startup bug. Like, bro, everybody has their startup. Like, and I think that's an awesome thing because everybody's doing some crazy cool thing, helping other people. It's like there's no better use of time. Like, you're really trying to get something in people's hands and bring like clear value add to something. I think that's awesome. Every school has like the startup bug. I think the Michigan entrepreneurs just like ecosystem's like improving every day.
It is.
Which it sucks.
I keep meeting people like you. I'm like, damn, I mean, it's a lot of you guys.
Bro, but Mish sucks at like entrepreneurship. Like the
I think
ecosystem.
we're getting better.
Well, we're getting better. We're getting a little bit more organized and centralized, which is good.
I'm thinking if my startup does well this summer, I might start another startup club just because I feel like there's a growing demand for it. And these clubs are like really selective and there's a lot of people who want to be part of something.
Right.
So that's something I'm playing around with if I have the time for next semester.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's something you're interested in at all.
Yeah. No, I'd be down as long as I get to meet people.
Yeah. I think our main goal would be like apply with an idea. Like, I think V1's main thing is like you can apply with or without an idea. A lot of people apply without an idea and they find something to build for 12 weeks.
Yeah.
And it's really good and a lot of people get a lot out of it, but I think I've noticed like people end up working on a project they don't care about much for because they have to pick something. So I'm thinking about like a less structured thing, but more like you apply for already building. So it's people who are already working, like people like you, people like me that are working actively on something. Yeah. Like a smaller group of people, but we just like meet weekly to just like you know work together on stuff, like build nights as well to keep people accountable, but also like weekly like updates on like what you've done this week to kind of keep you accountable. Yeah. So just like people want to build and move fast. Kind of
cool.
Thing, but,
I mean that'd be cool. That'd be a club I could join. I never did like clubs that much in Michigan. I did like a frat and like 2 clubs kind of, but like that sounds like something that I should be down to join.
So I'll keep you posted because I might want to build an e-board too as well. So if it's something you want, we can talk.
It's cool.
I'm trying to keep it more low key, so not like so much like random events and stuff. Maybe some social events too, but like mainly just like.
Also, be cool to bring on VCs. I'm sure they'd be super interested.
Like people have people come talk and just give their.
Yeah, of course. That's awesome. Cents. Yeah, there's a lot of entrepreneurship stuff going on. I mean, I wish there was just like one centralized hub, because we have CFE, Center for Entrepreneurship. Yeah. But
ZLI.
like, dude, it's just like nothing's centralized. Like
we can fix that slowly.
Yeah, I hope so. It's something everybody recognizes the issue though, so it's nice. Yeah. Like everybody's like doing their part and like going to events and like connecting others. You know, I actually have a talk this week with some dude at CFE. I'm gonna help him out or like give him some input. But yeah.
But it's so great to be around like people like you. You know, people like you, people like Seb, people like Nathan, who are all doing shit because it helps me think in different ways. It helps me see like how people approach problems that I face differently. Yeah, right. How people are leveraging the tools in like different ways. Yeah. And also keeps you accountable because like stresses me out.
Oh,
like,
of course.
I have to keep moving. You know?
Of course, bro. Because it's such a weird thing, entrepreneurship. Because like everybody's grinding, but building in like completely different places. Like, bro, I'm out here in Facebook groups trying to talk to delivery drivers in São Paulo, Brazil, and you're probably doing something completely different.
We're like searching with diabetics and clinics. Yeah. It's like talking to doctors.
Yeah, like, but both of us are using similar tooling, going through like a similar journey in terms of like validation and grind, and I don't know, it's a very unique thing.
It's exciting.
It's
cool. Like a movie.
Yeah,
you know,
it's very cool.
It's like I think as technology improves, like the scale at which you can do things is just insane. You know? Like the amount of people you can reach in a time is something that's like it feels like a superpower.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like we have these superpowers and we can just do so much crazy shit. It provides so much value to the world, you know.
Yeah, it's something that like everybody can do too. I think entrepreneurship is awesome. Like exhibiting high initiative, high agency in something is like a gift. It's awesome.
Yeah, dude. So you would ever like engage with a lot of clubs? Or did you apply to any ever besides Fiji, I guess? Or
I applied to a few clubs. I mean, I thought I was gonna do consulting, and then like, cause bro, when you get to college, it's like a trifecta of like either you're doing software engineering, investment banking, or consulting. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna look into all these. Yeah. And like consulting was definitely not for me. I didn't join a consulting club.
Which one are you in?
I didn't.
Oh, you didn't? Oh.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I do like consulting-esque work in Michigan blockchain. We just like develop software for clients and we get paid. It's awesome. And then like software engineering, like spend some time applying to different coding clubs. I don't even remember because it was so long ago. But like definitely didn't want to be a Swede. Then I found out about product management in one of these podcast episodes, and I really
one of your own podcasts.
Yeah, and I talked to a kid who did like TPM, like a TPM internship at Microsoft, and he gave me like really good advice on like how it looks like from like step one to like getting an offer. And I really fell in love with product management because it's a high initiative, high agency, and like yes, it's very selective, yes, it's very hard, but like I fell in love with the idea and I put a lot of focus into getting an offer and got one. So yeah, now I'm just back to the drawing board, building ViaShield. Always learning, but yeah.
That's sick, dude. Yeah, I played like I thought clubs weren't for me freshman year.
Yeah.
Like I tried a couple, but I ended up joining the wrong ones. They're too small or like these random project teams that I just didn't feel like at all. Like I think I joined M Hackers. I'm like I'm not trying to work on some stupid website, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Then I joined like M Racing, and I just felt like it was really cool to see that whole thing, but I'm like I just couldn't figure out where I fit in that. And then I joined like Empower, but that ended up being like a really small thing. I just didn't feel the place, so I just kind of gave up on all that, worked on my own stuff.
I don't think it matters. I think it's cool because you meet people. I met people through like Greek life, but
yeah.
Like
how's Fiji for you?
Huh?
How's Fiji for you?
I love it. Yeah. I made my best friends there.
That's great.
But yeah, like clubs didn't really help me with recruiting. Maybe it's different for like IB.
Is it really not?
Huh?
Is it really not?
Yeah, like I mean I got my consulting interviews and I wasn't in like a club. Got my PM offers, wasn't like really in a club like that. But still spent all my time doing meaningful things. So yeah, I mean I did research too, which really helped. But
yeah,
I met like my approach to meeting people at Michigan like was less about clubs and more just like going to events and meeting people through mutuals and like. Even just cold, I always like hit up people on LinkedIn if I see something, someone doing something.
I've noticed you do that, yeah.
Yeah, like I just text people, but.
That's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool, man. Yeah. I wonder if this is retarded, but like I really do not want to apply to jobs.
Yeah.
Like I'm going full time this summer in my startup.
Oh.
Like really, I guess like I'm trying to build signal this summer that justifies me working on this full time as like a work experience instead of a project.
Yeah.
But like I want to build enough signal that I can like not recruit for jobs next summer. Because I guess my other option is recruit SWE.
Yeah.
And it is like a full-time job recruiting for SWE, you know?
Yeah,
maybe it's not. Like,
right.
You know, you have to just apply to a bunch. And, you know, maybe I could make that a focus next semester for my junior summer. But part of me just wants to do startups, you know?
Yeah.
Just keep failing until it works, I guess. But
I mean, I can give you advice. Take it as a grain of salt.
Tell me.
But it really matters where you worked. Because you're giving yourself a layer of credibility that, like, the UNCs, the VCs, everybody, like, it really matters where you worked. Because not obviously you're going to learn a lot if you're working on, like, Databricks, Amazon, Google, etc. But, like, it adds credibility to your name, just like going to Michigan does. And if you create a startup leaving, like, one of these, like, high-growth tech startups or, like, tech companies, and you want to look for funding, it's almost a lock. People will want to talk to you. People will be extremely interested in talking to you. It'll also make a difference too, because maybe it adds more trust for like the users. That's my advice. Like I spent a lot of time in getting like a tech offer. Probably going to do the same, like continue with this, but I think it really matters. And like you you don't need to build super early. You don't need to like go full time, full in like super early. Like you can also have exhibit some patience and like get like an offer, you know, go down like a more proper path. But if you really feel convicted that the startup's going to do well and you don't see any opportunity for you to like learn in big tech, then go full time. But it's up to you.
Yeah.
It's up to you.
I guess I'll definitely go full time this summer. I mean, just like no point in trying to recruit this late. I guess I probably won't get anything that impressive.
Yeah.
I think when it's my junior year, I think I'll make a decision end of summer, where it's like realistically, if I put in a lot of work for 2 months, I could probably get an offer.
Yeah.
Right. And if I could pull that off,
networking doesn't really matter, right? For Sweet.
A little bit. It helps get referrals and stuff. But I don't know. I think it's just mass supply. Code.
Sure. Yeah.
I guess if I put a lot of work in for 3 months, I could put a pause on my startup for 3 months.
Uh-huh.
But then again, if the startup is doing a lot in revenue, then it's like, and I clearly want to do this over anything else.
Uh-huh.
You know, like that is my dream. You know, like I know that you're kind of more open to stuff right now, but like I'm pretty set like 95%. Like I want to do like startups full time, either my own or join a startup as well. And I do agree with you though. Like there is that layer of like patience and building it up. Like not trying to be like super. I don't know the right word for it.
Bullish.
Like, we're like I'm gonna make this work. Everyone's down at me. You know, I'm gonna make this. Like I'm not trying to lean too far into that. Even though I have this clarity of like this is definitely what I want to do long term. Yeah. Like there is a value in like spending a semester, getting a good offer, having it on your resume. But
yeah. I think it matters. I think it really matters because you meet great people. You meet people that you can work with, and you build a lot of credibility. Funding comes very easy. Like, I think. If you could, it doesn't need to be a big tech job. Like, what if you just join like a big Series A, Series B, C, D, whatever. Like, what if you join like Decagon or like Serval? Yeah. Like, you could learn a lot. They're startups. They're extremely high growth. It's adding credibility to your name.
I would love that. Yeah.
Do it. Try it. Definitely do it. Like, definitely try to get an offer. At least get the option.
Do you think? Okay, so
because realistically, the startup can wait.
How much you know about like recruiting for these kind of companies?
Plenty.
Okay, because I'm curious, because I know big tech cycle, you want to start early.
Like, I mean, I recruited PM, so it's much different. Like, PM is, like, a very hard job, and, like, bro, like, 3 people get PM jobs for, like, each company. Like, it's very hard. So it's a lot of networking. For Sweet, if you want to go the startup route, obviously it's, like, very skill-based. Have, like, a great, excellent resume and, like, interview well. But I think networking really matters for startups. Like, really matters. Like, even ask for, like, work trials. Like, offer, like, anything. Like, but really try to make sure yourself stand out. Because, like, a lot of these startups don't have, like, traditional recruiting cycles like big tech does.
So I guess if it's a startup for a summer job, now is probably the time to do it. Because you don't want to do a year in advance where the startup doesn't even know where they're going to be a year from now. But I guess between March, April, May, where they see a fit and, like, someone reaches out networking-wise and you're talking to them constantly. I guess this will be the prime time, ideally. Right. Which would mean I have to make a decision now if that's something I want to do versus just keep working on Ramiro. So. Yeah. It's a tough one.
Yeah. It's up to you at the end of the day. But I think getting a good job is very important. Like, I think it does a lot for you and you learn a lot.
Yeah.
But.
So I've had 2 prior internships. I did one last summer.
Yeah.
At this, like, medium-sized company. Yeah. With, like, 4,000 or so employees. I was, like, a Sweet intern there. And then I had the internship in high school, the research one.
Yeah. So you're in a perfect spot to get a big tech offer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's up to you, man. It really is. Like, some people would say, fade getting a job, go bullish on your startup, do everything you can.
Part of me wants to do that, bro. No, even if it fails for 3 years, at least 3 years from now. Because I feel like if anyone could take a risk.
If you could see if you can raise capital.
It's a good signal. That's good for a resume.
Like, but like, if you can raise capital, that's giving you, like, leeway to, like, legit go full time. Like, you have some sort of salary now to work with. So yeah, do that. Otherwise,
might do that this summer.
Huh?
Might try this summer.
Yeah.
Because I feel like if there's anyone who can take a risk, I feel like I'm in a good place to take a risk. Yeah. Where it's like, realistically, the end. Like, I still am a student at the University of Michigan. Mm-hmm. It's my sophomore summer at the end of the day. You know, but junior summer matters a lot more. For Sweet at least. And, like, realistically, like, if it does fail for 3-4 years, I can, you know, it's not like we have no money. Like, really, like, I'm pretty grateful we have, like, money where I can probably, like, if I want to take a gap semester and probably go back and recruiting, I could probably get a job. if I needed to.
Yeah.
If it all failed, but
Bro, if everything fails, just delay your graduation a year or
Yeah.
a semester and recruit for a summer internship.
like I don't think it's the end of the world.
No,
But
never
to
is.
close the door.
Never is.
Then again, it's also like foolish to rush it. Like there's the value in patience.
But,
It's
like,
really is a
there's-
trade off. You have to
yeah.
pick.
There's
Yeah.
like a scenario here where you can spend the summer like Amazon or whatever, learn a lot. Then if you fully reach that decision that like big tech or a big company isn't for you, then go to your startup. Or if you feel extremely convicted about this startup, other scenarios just go bullish on it and like if everything really goes wrong,
Both could
you can
work.
just
There's no right answer.
no right answer. It's up to you, man.
But I just hate recruiting.
Yeah, that's
I
fair.
can't
I
get
mean,
myself into it, like, you
it
know.
was rough for me as well, but I really prioritize for myself like going to big companies just to learn and like because realistically like I have a lot to learn and I love to go to space where I can meet like older, more influential people and like explore. I've worked with small teams, huge teams, and yeah, like I'm just like at the learning stage of my life right now. So
Yeah, I'm sure they've gotten so much perspective.
definitely not ready to drop out
Yeah.
or anything. I don't think I would.
Yeah, I don't think I would either.
Yeah.
But unless extreme scenario.
Yeah.
You never know. Yeah. But
Yeah. That's fair.
well, literally, like I would never like consider dropping out. Like that's never been a thing I thought about. But at some level, when the CS classes get so annoying, like this semester, I'm like, bro, I do not want to take this.
Yeah,
class.
I mean that's why like I'm probably just gonna drop the CS minor.
Yeah.
Yeah, because bro,
What's
like,
the max you have to take for a minor class?
I'd get a minor.
Oh, you already have.
Like
280?
I can get a minor if
Right
I dropped
now?
it to right now. Yeah,
You only need 280 for a minor.
pretty sure. Or like I'm taking 281 regardless. Like
Okay,
yeah,
it's a great
next
class.
semester, yeah. But yeah, like I would drop to CS minor, still go through with IOE, which I love, and then I don't know.
Yeah.
No. Path is very undefined right now, but just learning.
Same here.
Yeah.
Guess we'll see where life takes us, man.
Yeah, damn. I'm actually curious to see like go back to this episode in like 2 years, 3 years, and be like,
Yeah.
oh, where am I at right now?
That's what I loved about it. Like obviously I got a lot of these, but even for the guests, it's like, it is like a little bookmark in time.
Yeah.
At a very critical time where like you're in the midst of a lot of change and.
Yeah, and you have to make a lot of huge decisions. Like you're making one right now. Are you gonna go corporate? Or are you gonna go bullish on your team? Like,
It'll be fun to look back in reflection.
yeah,
on what was going through my mind? Because your memory's like so. It's so easy to forget things. So
yeah,
I
it
noticed-
is. It
I
is.
watched my episodes. I'm like, I just can't remember. That was something I was thinking about.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
it is.
So I hope you get that feeling
Bro,
too.
even looking at that like website, I was like, damn. Like,
it's
I
crazy,
was-
right?
Yeah.
Time is such a funny thing. It scares
Yeah.
me a little bit sometimes.
But it's best to enjoy and just always get yourself prepared for opportunities.
Yeah, dude.
Always do the most. If I could leave you with like one piece of advice, it'd be like success is based off luck and like opportunity, but get your options before you make choices. Like if you're really considering like not getting an offer and then going full on your startup, like try to get an offer first. Try to get options before you make decisions, because then you're in the best spot possible. You don't want to limit yourself to like one decision and go back to it and be like, oh, maybe I should have looked into getting this or that. But I mean, yeah, like definitely get options, be patient, and like you're in a very fast growing space, but it's good to exhibit patience as well.
Part of me like
Because startups are all about like speed and growth, but patience is a virtue.
that's an interesting distinction because part of me just always feels like time's running out.
Yeah.
You know, and maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Patience is important, but
Yeah, there's a balance.
I just see a future where AI agents have like optimized all these little niche areas, and like now is the time.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. I definitely think in the agentic future, like everything's gonna change, right? Without a doubt. But I think it's also like important to exhibit patience in the sense of like get your options first.
Yeah.
Like, don't act irrationally. Make informed decisions. And like things are going quick, and you're in a very fast growth. Like the whole culture around tech right now is speed. But take a deep breath and like make informed decisions while you're navigating everything. You know what I mean? Like, see if you can get an offer, throw in some applications, spend some time, because realistically, like you'll be able to find time. But yeah.
I appreciate it, Pedro.
Yeah, of course, dude.
Thanks for the podcast.
Yeah.
Hope you have
of
fun.
course. Yeah, I did.
Um,
Definitely did.
It's really cool to learn about what you're doing, and I want to see you do well. So keep me posted, bro.
Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm curious. I'm actually curious to see what happens in the next couple months. I have no clue.
Yeah, it's
how
so predictable.
my life's gonna be. So.
Well, it's fun to go with the flow. And let things happen.
But yeah, awesome, dude.
Let's have you sign the poster. You're 151. Oh yeah.
151.
Yeah, that's your episode number.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Let me get you my. Yeah, I'll let you.
Thought you meant 151. It's like the time. I look, you should get going.
Yeah.
So,
Here you go.